Hi, welcome to Learning Spark. My name's Jenny. Today we're going to be talking about expressive language. Expressive language is the ability to use language to communicate. As you're evaluating your child's expressive language and their abilities, please consider the following question. Can your child ask and answer questions to gain information or understanding of something? So it's kind of big, so I'm going to repeat it again. So can your child ask and answer questions to gain understanding or to gain information from something? In order to develop this skill, I would really recommend using play as a motivator. And in fact, the best example I can think of a good form of play for this is to play the game Guess Who. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the game Guess Who, there are 2 players in this game, and each player gets a board, and the board has pictures of all sorts of different people, and the pictures kind of flip up and down. And the goal is to figure out who the other person has on a little card and to figure it out before your opponent does. So in order to do so, you have to ask and answer a lot of questions. Questions such as, is your person wearing a hat? Does your person have blue eyes? Does your person have dark hair? All of those kinds of questions will help you figure out which one is the correct one. So obviously, you ask, do they have dark hair? And they say yes, then you flip down all of the ones that don't have dark hair. So it's a process of deduction and reasoning and logic. And it's a wonderful, wonderful game for this because the entire game is based around asking and answering questions to get information and to understand what you're being told and what you're asking to be able to logically work through all of this and figure out who the other person has to win the game. So that is my most favorite example of practicing expressive language because it's such a fun game. I have such fond memories of playing that game when I was a child. Now, why does this matter as we're preparing our children for kindergarten? There are 2 really important standards that I feel like relate to what we're talking about with this, the answering and asking questions. So the first one is called Speaking and Listening, Kindergarten Standard number 2. And that one talks about how children, your child needs to be able to confirm their understanding by asking or answering questions. So if somebody is trying to figure out if they understand something, they need to be able to do that by answering questions and by asking questions. They need to be able to demonstrate their understanding. The other kindergarten standard that really relates to this is Speaking and Listening, Kindergarten Standard number 3. It says that children need to be able to ask and answer questions to get information. So in playing this game, they are going to be able to ask and answer questions to get information. And if they're struggling, I would definitely prompt them and give them hints and guide them because they're not going to know it overnight. But if you teach them to play that game and you play it often enough, they're going to be able to ask and answer questions very well. Thank you so much for watching my episode today. I hope it was helpful to you. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, Learning Spark. And don't forget to turn on the video notifications so that you can get the latest updates. Once again, thank you for watching and see you soon.